Okay, enter. You don't know, huh? Where is room 911? Room 911. This room you don't want to go to. Ooh. So anyway, we're here doing an in-depth investigation. Come on, buddy. Oh, sweet. Oh, Gunter. So, yeah. Dallas, Texas. Illuminativille. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, you had it. Oh my gosh. So here's our first clue right here. See the little chain? See how easy it is to become free? That chain is not. See that? That's how easy it is to free yourself from the Illuminati. Now we're going to look at some fine Illuminati artwork. That's sick and what? Tight, whoa. There's something tight right there. Woo. So here we are. Illuminativille, Dallas, Texas. You don't know, huh? You don't know what this town is about. Oh yeah, so we're in downtown Dallas, and let me tell you, I got the call, I guess 2 days ago, to get my ass down here to meet the mystery woman, the mystery person. Now let me tell you, oh my God. I was scared. Yes, the man who knows no fear was scared. I was like, oh shit, what's this gonna be about? Who knows, right? So, here we are. And I can't tell you what hotel I'm at. You're right. Okay, so, whoa, check it out. Badass obelisk. Or as they say in Mexico, obelisca. All right. So, you get the call. Yeah, get your ass to Dallas. Come down here. I was like, okay. Fancy fucking hotel. Like, okay. Like, oh shit, this is not gonna be good. Probably a goddamn torture chamber. And so I get there and meet the lady, very nice, good looking son of a bitch. Oh my God. I can't show you any pictures as usual. Just have to take my word for it. Good looking son of a bitch. And anyway, so I was like, okay, I'm here. What are you gonna do? Kill me or what? I mean, time to get thrown from the freedom train or what? They're like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, no, don't worry about it. Oh, I was like, oh, that's good. We live another day. Oh, we live another day. And so I was like, okay, what's the deal? What's the deal, Pickle? She said, well, it's time to change handlers. I was like, oh, fuck. That does not sound good. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, no. I was like, God damn. And she said, don't worry. I was like, oh, fuck. That means worry. And I say, don't worry, that means worry. She's like, I'm not going to be like your last one. I was like, I'm not going to be a terrorist. I couldn't believe she said that. I mean, if there's a one word that can describe my ex-handler, it is terrorist. That's fucking good fucking sound. So anyway, like, wow, okay, not going to be a terrorist? Amazing. I can't believe my luck. And so I was like, okay, well, the first question, come to my mind was like, what does she look like? And she said, well, she looks a lot like me. I was like, oh my God. It's like a clone, this beautiful woman. I was like, oh, wait. Oh, it probably is actually, it's not a clone. Well, I don't know. She might be a clone. But anyway, it's the beautiful woman. I was like, oh, thank God. Now check this out. I'm going to give y'all this in Illuminati Symbolism, okay? We have all these gay people doing their happy things. Okay, I'm not even going to get into the architecture right now. Gunther's doing an investigation. Okay, look at this. We got to get here at a certain angle. We've got to put certain angle. Hold on, got to back up. Go forward. Boom, right there. What do you see? You see the black, you see the yellow, you see the diamonds, you see the line going through it. Right, it's a sigil. A sigil of, I don't know if it's Paimon or whoever it is, one of these goetic, whatever, 72 contemporary. That's some advanced shit right there. I don't really want to confuse y'all with that. But okay, so here we have water, flowing water. Okay, the water goes up, the water goes down. And some phallic, just like this, power, right? Solar worship, sun worship, phallus worship, what is, right? Right here, it's the ejaculatory type stuff right here. But they're also fountains. It's also associated with the female aspect of the Illuminati. So it's, I guess you'd say squirting or something like that. Okay, so now look at this. Right? See that symbol? See, it's not all 90 degrees. It's not all 90 degrees. It is a symbol. I don't know what that symbol is, but trust me. That's a fucking symbol right there, okay? Trees, we have trees, but they're all contained within this, maze, this matrix. We have these flowers, which are symbolic of something. The colors. In ritual, you use a lot of colors. Okay, we have the color green. Now look at this. This is real grass. Real grass as opposed to fake grass. What? This grass those are real plants, but this is not real grass, folks. That is astroturf. So what does this mean? Real grass? Okay, see the fake grass? Real grass. What can it mean? Organic, inorganic, human, transhumanism, get it? Got to be a quick study. You got to be a quick study around here. Oh yeah. And for those of y'all who think I'm just making this shit up and flying by the seat of my pants, well, I am flying by the seat of my pants, but I'm not making this shit up. Now, what are these right here? What could these possibly symbolize? It looks Oriental, maybe Asian or whatever. Stupas, right? Stupas on a Buddhist temple or on a Chinese temple or Shaolin temple. well, stupas could represent a vortex or whatever, but those are actually symbolic of the energy devices on Tartarian buildings, right? All these Tartarian, quote unquote, cathedrals, all this stuff, they have these things on them, on the corner. Those aren't real ones. Those are just, once again, symbolic of these things. And they're the devices that collect energy from the ether, from the aether, for free energy, which they want, that you don't get. You and I don't get it. We have to pay our electricity bill. We have to pay for our gas. About 40% of your income, of the average person's income, goes towards energy and stuff. Now there's that, whatever that is, that tower, that was there back in the 80s. This was not. I don't think this was here back in the 80s. Anyway, I don't know. So here you have the zero horizon type deal. Once again, flowing waters. Symbol of opulence, symbol of sexual energy, right? And there's my little symbol of sexual energy, Gunther. And so, of course, you have no way of knowing whether, okay, there goes some gay guys on rollerblades, always a joy to see. So anyway, this sexy motherfucker. Of course, y'all are all probably thinking, oh, he probably had sex with her or something like that. Listen, folks. I am not, listen. Okay, maybe I did. Alright? But so what? I mean, listen, don't know really where I'm going with that. But yeah, a lot of, none of this shit having to do with anthropos is contrived. It's all real. Frighteningly real. Okay, here you have an entrance into the underground earth, right? Hollow earth, period, right there. Boom, in your face. Okay. And so, what, listen, I could tell, if I told y'all what I just did, about, like, I'd say, right around an hour ago, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not even going to hint at it or anything like that. I can tell you this. For those of y'all who are woke and realize, yes, the Illuminati is real. Yes, Anthropos is in the Illuminati. If I told y'all what happened, it would be all the evidence you needed to know that that's real. Now, if you're someone who doubts in the existence of the Illuminati and think I'm just some, deranged person that just has these wild ideas, if I told y'all what would happen, you would absolutely, it would be all the evidence you would need to support that idea. This is totally fucking stupid. There is a percentage of my audience, I don't know what the percent, they hadn't really given me the numbers, but, a good, at least 40% of my audience, right now they're saying tens of thousands of people worldwide watch my show regularly. 40% of them are people that are woke for real or on the way to being woke. And I don't mean like woke and then went back to sleep, but I mean like woke. And that's the reason you're on here, that's the reason you're watching this. It's not, there's a lot of information to be had on this show. You don't know. And people who get it, those who don't, there's a certain percentage of the audience, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12%, who think, hey man, check out this dude. He thinks he's in the Illuminati. Oh wow, what a gas. It's so fucking funny. There's fucking dumbasses like that. Hey, no, I love you though, right? We gotta, I don't disparage any of my, I don't disparage any of my viewers, right? for whatever reason you're watching, and there you see this big building with an F in it, F on it. Actually, that's the building I'm staying in, and it has two towers, twin towers. I was looking room 911. Okay, I'm in room 900. Okay, I'm just gonna bust out tell you two things. I'm not gonna tell you which hotel it is. It starts with an F, and it's in downtown Dallas, and it's like nice as shit. I'm not going to tell you the name of it. Some of you may be able to guess. Okay. So, I'm just giving y'all a glance, and you notice there's like nobody here right now. There's that one guy. That guy's always around. That's the guy that, like, he's not really watching you. He's not really, like, he's not really spying on me. He's just always there. It's not always that guy. Sometimes it's another guy. That motherfucker gets around, though. It's the same guy they had in Houston last week. And let me tell you, I was in Houston. Houston is laid back. Listen, I hope I don't get too much hate mail over this, but I'll tell you right now, Houston ain't got shit on Dallas. Dallas is the absolute shit. Oh man, check that out. And man, they move faster. These motherfuckers move fast around here. Houston, I mean, it depends on where you're at, what you're doing, and everything like that. But Houston's on slow-mo as far as I'm concerned. You know, I mean, not slow-mo like Austin or anything like that, but it's just, they're just different. All these towns are different. Okay, so we're talking about some more symbolism here, some more Illuminati symbolism. Here we have an infinity symbol, but it's triune, meaning in three, and it's inverse, okay? Imagine that. Everything in the Illuminati is inverted, just about, you know? And so, what do we have here? 666, right? See it? 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay? If you can't see that, you're fucking blind, all right? We're talking about the Illuminati symbolism here in the kick-ass city of Dallas, Texas. I am your host, Anthropos, and this is my little sidekick, Gunter. Gunter, come to thee. Woo-hoo. So, my new handler is going to go shopping or something like that, but I really don't have anywhere to, do with this guy right here, so we're not going shopping. Anyway, she's taking her daughter shopping for something. I told her, I was like, listen, you could be gone for hours, and you come back, and I'd be thinking you've been gone for like 5 minutes, because I brought all my music here. I've got some new hits coming out. I mean, these really are number one hits. No, I've never had a song on the charts, but that's just inevitable. I mean, it's just like right around the corner. And I'm not making this shit up. Totally not making this shit up. I was actually, as a matter of fact, talking to a good friend of mine who is my mentor in music. I guess I can say his name, Mark Murray. He's here in Dallas. He works at one of these big time fucking studios. He's a big time fucking producer, but actually not like a music producer. He's like a producer of big time like commercials, like mostly television commercials. So, but he's going to be helping me make my hit, or my hits with an S, my hits. So here we go down, Dale Plaza, whatever, and then up ahead you have the book repository, and then right over there, just around the corner is the grassy knoll. Just kidding. I don't know. This is not, I don't think we're anywhere near where President Kennedy was shot. I was just saying that. Now we are near, Rockwall, Texas. Rockwall, Texas, as you know, has a rock wall. And one of the people that I really get a lot of information about several things is Josh Reeves. I'm not, I don't even think Josh Reeves has an opinion on me. I mean, he does know who I am. I kind of think he doesn't like me, but he basically doesn't like anything. But anyway, he's a badass fucking researcher. I mean, badass. And he's not, he says he's not on the take. I believe him. He says everybody's on the take up at a certain level of like people that have shows like this. I'm not on the take. I can assure you of that. And I've never made a dime doing these, my YouTube show. But there's, I've got plans in the works to monetize my YouTube channel. Because let's face it, I'm a rising star on YouTube. So anyway, Josh Reeves says that Rockwall, Texas, there is a rock wall there. There's a rock wall. It's a big circular thing that's, but don't go to Rockwall, Texas to see the rock wall because you're not going to see it. Why? Because it's about 100 fucking feet underneath the ground. Okay? And Rockwall, Texas has some of the most expensive real estate in Texas. And in the United States, as a matter of fact. It's very expensive to live in Rockwall, Texas. Is that a coincidence or is that by design? Ladies and gentlemen, that's absolutely by design. Absolutely by design. Because you got a bunch of rich motherfuckers living there. Well, they're not going to let any poor people go digging around looking for the fucking rock wall. See what I mean? See how that works? Anyway, the rock wall there's indications that it's up to almost over 300,000 years old. If you can imagine that. There's also the elongated skull people are associated with Rockwall and the ruins of Rockwall, Texas. The elongated skull people that I've gone to Peru and investigated. Yes, those elongated skull people. And let me tell you, they're not human. The elongated skull people are not human. It is not a matter of cradle boarding. I have done the research. I've come up with conclusions that no other researcher has published or come up with, or they come up with. I hadn't heard about it. For one, all of your elongated skull people with skulls that we've seen since the 1970s, and in particular, I'm talking about skull number 176. I call it skull number 176 because written on the side of this skull with magic markers is the number 176. So, that was dug up in the 1950s or 1940s or some shit like that. Back then, that was just how they did shit in archaeology. They did a big fucking magic marker and fuck it all up by writing big numbers on it. And there's even one that says Chongo on the front of it, which means monkey. So it's obviously some type of derogatory term meant to be derogatory towards the elongated skulls people who have a completely different morphology of their skull than we do. You see, you and I have 3 plates on the top of our head. One of them is in the front where your forehead is, and the scientific name of it is the frontal plate. Okay, that is like, every other bone has these long ass fucking words and shit, but this one doesn't. It's called the frontal plate. And then in the back you have your left occipital plate and your right occipital plate. And these are put together and connected with the sagittal suture, which is that jigsaw-looking little line that goes down the back of your head. Well, guess what? The elongated skull people don't have that. They just have a front plate and a back plate. Okay, their skull is different from ours. Not only is it elongated, but it's different from ours. Also, the eye sockets. These are all observations that I've made, conclusions that I've come up with. This is not something I researched, on the internet. I have researched it on the internet, but I have learned from personal investigation and going down to Peru personally to investigate these things and being, less than 3 inches away from skull number 176. And let me tell you, folks, these are not human skulls. The eye sockets. Okay, first let's talk about the jaw bones first. The jaw bones are very robust. Okay, if you were to hit one of these people in the jaw, it would break your fucking hand. I mean, their jaws are like way more robust than a human jaw. Okay, next, I've already talked about the sagittal suture, which they don't have. Now we've talked about the jaw. Next, let's talk about the eye sockets. Okay, we imagine the eye sockets of the human being, of the human skull, to be round. They're not. Our eyeballs are round. Round like a ball. That's what they call it, an eyeball. But your eyeball is actually in an eye socket that is almost triangular. If you look at it, it looks like an upside down triangle, kind of, rounded off, of course. But this is the approximate shape of the human eye socket. Not so with the elongated skull people. Their eye sockets are actually round. Like round, big and round and shallow. You see, they're shallow. Our eye sockets are very deep. They're triangular, like an upside down triangle, and they're very deep. Our eyes are deep within our skull. These people, they're on the surface, so it can't be an eye. I mean, they're not that deep. Even not only are they not set that deep within the skull, but the socket itself is not that deep. So that right there shows you that their eye is not a ball. It's like two contact lenses put back to back. It's like that, more like a seashell shape, that was completely round. Okay, that's the third thing. Okay, the fourth thing is their bone, their skull. The bone of their skull is thinner than ours, yet very much harder. It's much harder, but yet it's thinner. So these are not human beings. And now why there are no bodies of the elongated skull people, I don't know. I mean, is it some cover up, or does it have something to do with the ritualistic burial of such? I'm sure they found the bodies and the skeletons, but they're just not showing us them. And it's a miracle that they show us even the elongated skulls, but they've been doing this for a while. And, what can I say? It's like one of those things, like they say in the Illuminati, they gotta tell you what they're doing. And there's some truth to that, like they'll put an ad or put a general announcement in the paper or something like this. Okay, we're taking over the world. Of course, I'm just kidding about that. They already run the world. But they have to tell you in some way, and that somehow makes it legal in a cosmic type sense in their mind. And so the deals with the elongated skulls. Yes, there are elongated skulls. Yes, they're showing them to you. You can look at elongated skulls all day long on the internet, or if you want to see one in person, you've got to go to fucking Peru. Get it? You got to go to fucking Peru, and then going to Peru is not cheap. All right, once you get there, everything is cheaper than dirt. But just getting there from anywhere in the world, it costs a lot of goddamn money. All right. So, if you want to know the truth, just go to Peru. There's always a catch with everything with the Illuminati, But yet they stick it right in your face. They flaunt it. But yet, most of the people in the world are like, Illuminati, oh, that's a bunch of conspiracy BS. That's a conspiracy theorist. No, that's a whack job. Those stupid motherfuckers don't know anything. Get real. Anyway, we're not going to waste any time, talking about dumb motherfuckers like that, all right? We are the people. Hey, listen, y'all aren't going to believe this. I really can't even tell you. I got a message yesterday on Instant Messenger, Facebook Instant Messenger, from somebody. I can't mention her name because I promised Taj Investigates. Taj, T-A-J, Investigates. I promised him that I would not mention this person's name. All right, and it was after some scandal a couple of years ago. And I'm true to my word. I'm not going to mention this person's name. And she's a dear person. She's a good person. And, she was associated with, Max Spears, and that's all I'm going to say. But, SRA. But, anyway, so she, out of the blue, messaged me, and she's like, oh, I hope you're not involved in any, animal sacrifices. You know, I love animals and everything like this, and it's evil, you know, to sacrifice animals and everything like this. And I just got back to her and said, no, I love animals. And then I asked her if she was a vegan. Okay, folks, what this is behind, y'all know when I came out, things were a bit sensational. And I was involved in the blood sacrifice ritual in Mexico. Yes, I sacrificed a full-size goat personally. No, yes, I'm unapologetic about that. Okay, if you don't know that these people and these rituals go back 10,000 years, way before Christianity came over there, even though some of these black magic rituals and white magic rituals have a lot of Christian symbolism. You know, listen, I'm just not going to apologize for this shit, you know what I mean? But I'm not somebody who goes around doing animal sacrifices all the time. Well, actually, I am. I eat meat. I eat hamburgers. Okay, guess what? If you eat meat, if you eat chicken, if you eat hamburgers, if you eat anything like that, you are involved in a blood sacrifice ritual. Except you're getting gypped. You're getting cheated. You didn't take place in the actual ritual. That happened at a slaughterhouse because of industrialized, you know, meat processing and stuff. And in those slaughterhouses, they're just a horror houses. The animals, I don't care how humane they are, the animals are just terrorized. They know they're fixing to be killed, and all the fear that the animal feels goes into the food that you eat every day, and you just don't even know it. And so you're taking in all this bad karma. Plus, if you eat pork, you know, here's another, you know, high-level, you know, conspiracy or whatever, truth right here. Pork, they have put human genes within the pig, the domesticated pig that we eat as pork. Therefore, they trick you into being involved in cannibalism. Cannibalism, right? The idea that a human being would, in fact, eat another human being. Well, when we think of cannibalism, we think of these savage tribes in Indonesia or, you know, South America or something like this, where they're going to war and they're going to eat their enemies. Or in Africa, you know, they're going to eat their enemies in order to take on the attributes or to steal the attributes of warrior-like qualities or whatever of their victim, okay, or whatever. Or plus they have the nice, tasty meat, you know. That's cannibalism, right? Well, guess what? There's another type of cannibalism, and that's talking about going to, you know, Burger King or whatever, you know. And I'm the last one who even said Burger King, but, you know, even going to your favorite steak house, a steak restaurant or something like this. Oh, no. Only when you're eating pork. The bovine, the cow, does not have any human genes in it. And I don't know for sure that the swine or the pig has any human genes in it, but that's what they're saying. And if so, you are unwittingly engaged in cannibalism. I mean, how do you like them apples if you're engaged in cannibalism? Like the Gunter. Woo! Oh, well, we're going to wrap it up. That's been a very insightful one thing. I hope I'm not like getting evidence of walking in an empty fountain. That's probably like against some city ordinance or something. But I know y'all won't tell. And plus, there's only like tens of thousands of y'all worldwide, so certainly, you know, nobody amongst those people is going to tell on me. All right, listen, we're going to wrap it up with this segment. We had a quick lesson in Illuminati Symbolism 101. You also got an update on they're changing handlers on me. This lady hasn't worked with me yet, or been like a total bitch. And so she's already way better than my last handler. It is just, oh man. I'm not even going to talk about my last handler. I think she fucking came up with programming because they sent in a big programmer from New Jersey. He was down here like a week or so ago with her, and they were both taunting me with some stupid BS, so I just, you know, blocked her ass. But I hope, truthfully, I hope they didn't come down here to throw her from the Freedom train. And for those of y'all who are students of this and who are more advanced, when I say getting thrown from the Freedom train, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, reference one of Fritz Springmeier's books, because he'll tell you what it means. We're talking about the real Illuminati, not the fucking fake Hollywood shit, even though that's real too. But we're talking about Mariah conquering wind. Okay, I just said it. All right. Do not ever say that word. Do not say the name that I just said. I take a risk by saying that. They don't like that to be said, okay? But I just said it because this is an advanced class. I just called it Illuminati Symbolism 101, but the truth is, this is for advanced listeners and viewers. So I'm going to wrap it up right there with the Mariah conquering wind, and hopefully I won't get thrown from the freedom train, huh? Nah, I won't. You can believe that, huh? They got big things in store for me. And I'm not talking about some lone gunman scenario or something like that. No bullshit like that, huh? So anyway, but trust this, I'm on your side. I am on Team Human all the way. I do not condone nor glamorize any of this Illuminati stuff. I am wholeheartedly against it, even though I was born into this. I believe in the human being. I am a human being. I am not alien human hybrid. I have serious doubts as to whether such a thing even exists. Do not know where I stand on the issue of secret space program. Super soldiers are real, but there's a lot of obfuscation and a lot of lies and untruths about what that really is. And a lot of these super soldiers are more psychic in their capabilities than the physical type assassin type, textbook, James Casbolt or Anthony Zender type of super soldier. And these super soldiers are absolutely real. These types that do the physical shit, they're like male monarch assets. I'm not saying that about, I'm definitely saying that about James Casbolt. I'm not saying that about Anthony Zender. But Anthony Zender is, obviously, his experiences are real to him, and his experiences are real. I'm not saying that they're all real. I don't know, like I said, I don't know about all this secret space program BS. But let me tell you, they obfuscate the truth. The perfect assassin is, or operative like this, is given a lot of false information, a lot of, hey, I went to Mars and shit like that, to discredit them, so they can sit there and tell you the truth about these people they've killed and shit like that. And they absolutely did kill these people, or going to, like this young man I interviewed in Mason recently, Jacoby, whatever his name was, that he thought he was doing all this shit, and he really, some of it he really was doing, you know what I'm saying? Some of it was absolute fucking bullshit that they put into his mind, but some of it he was actually going around fucking killing people, and probably still is. That's how they do these things, ladies and gentlemen. They put the bizarre along with the real. Not citing myself as an example. A lot of people would like to, listen, I'm the perfect, disclaimer for myself. In other words, if you don't want to believe any of this shit's real, you have to go no further than the example of the anthropo. It's like, look at this guy, man. He thinks he's fucking in the Illuminati and all this shit. Right, It's weird how it works, man. Okay, who's that guy? Who's this guy? Outlaw. Mr. Outlaw. Okay, Mr. Outlaw. Oh, he just tried the door. Mr. Outlaw going around like he's doing something besides watching me. He walks over here, then he walks over there. He tries the door. A nondescript door, like, oh yeah, I'm really over here trying a door. See what I mean, folks? Those people are just like regular people. I think, oh, there's Outlaw right there. Don't worry, he's not checking up on me. Woohoo! Oh man, it gets rich, right? It gets fucking rich. I can't stand it when they do that shit. All right, y'all, that's enough. We had about 40 minutes of this jaw-dropping reality, all these facts and figures and truths about the Illuminati. About as much as you can handle for today. Signing out, Anthropos. You don't know. Basis Texas production.